That breaking news again this morning, former President Trump taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, claiming that he is going to be arrested on Tuesday this week. This is going to be part of that much larger posting that he posted that claims that the US is now a third world nation and that the American dream is dead.
Yeah, he is rightfully asserting that this is becoming closer to a banana republic when you can arrest your political counterparts because, you can trump up the forgive the pun, but trump up the charges from a misdemeanor to a felony that the feds wouldn't prosecute in the first place.
Yeah.
For more on this, let's welcome in Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Sir, I know I wanted to ask you about the Texan abortion ban, the morning after pill ban, but this is breaking news, sir. Donald Trump, do you think that this is actually going to be prosecuted? Do you think that Donald Trump would enter a plea deal? Do you think that he's just going to fight it to the very bitter end and they're going to try to drag it through the election? What are the scenarios here?
It looks very political to me. Obviously, he's announced for president. The primary is coming up, and they're doing their best to take him out. I don't believe any of it. I think they've spent years trying to figure out how to get him out of office, and now they're trying to keep him out of office. And they're focused. You've got the FBI and the Department of Justice doing what they do, which is turning these things into political battles.
Yeah.
But as Carl mentioned, he couldn't be prosecuted on a federal level. That didn't work. And now the Manhattan DA has got involved. What gives him? Why did he think that he needed to go after him and take that role on, so to speak, to go after Trump himself?
Again, I think it's political. I mean, just like the Department of Justice has been investigating, we also have, I think the New York Attorney General has been investigating him. I think the DA in that area is also investigating. It's political. And I think people can see that. They've weaponized the legal system across the nation, and they've done it over the last 2, 3, 4 years very effectively to take out their political opponents.
Yeah, well, Mr. Attorney General, the bigger issue here is, Letitia James ran and raised money and campaigned on, quote, getting Donald Trump. She's in a video saying it. Does that, if this goes to trial, and can they call her as a witness? Like, can any of these people be held accountable for malicious prosecution? Like, what is his recourse?
Certainly I would do that, but you're talking about a jury pool that probably isn't favorable to the president. That's one of the reasons they would do it there. If they find out it's Donald Trump, it's almost like you're guilty just because they disagree with his policies. And that's the sad part of our justice system now. It's become so political that even jury pools are suspect in places like New York when it comes to a guy like Donald Trump.
Wow.
But guilty of what, Mr. Attorney General? If he was to be found guilty in a court of law here in Manhattan, we know, what do you think that he is actually going to be pulled up on? Do you see this actually playing out that way?
Look, I think he'll mount a great legal case back. It's part of the process, though. I mean, they make you suffer the process, spend the money, taint your reputation, and whether you win or lose, you're going to spend millions of dollars. Unfortunately, he can do that. But a lot of people in that situation, most people in that situation, have to cut a deal, even if they haven't done anything wrong.
Mike Flynn.
It's cost them exactly. It's going to cost them millions of dollars. Most people can't afford that, and they know that. And so that's why a lot of times they bring these charges just to take you out with the cost.
But we've seen, sir, that more and more, any attorney associated with Donald Trump has become the subject of raids, investigations, media smear campaigns. And a lot of attorneys are saying, it's not worth my firm's legacy to defend him. How much is that going to affect his ability to defend himself?
Look, I'm really concerned about that because that's happening to a lot of us. It's happened to me. It's happened to people on my staff. They go after you. They go after your staff, and they try to chill people from wanting to work for you. And obviously that's an extreme threat. It's going to cost them money. They're at risk of being prosecuted. And so it does create a chilling effect. And I think if we don't stop this soon, I don't see how we turn out any different than some of these other countries that have no constitution, that do not have due process, and that scare people with their judicial system.
Wow. It's just like the system that's supposed to be blind and judge us all fairly. So my problem, sir, and I got about 30 seconds left, if one side is doing this, do we still have a republic or should the other side engage in the same tactics until the playing fields are level? Or should the Republican Party and the conservative movement stay above board and stick to the Constitution?
If we do the same thing, we're corrupt. And this is a corrupt system that needs to be changed, that needs to be stopped soon. And that's why elections coming up are so important. This needs to be changed by the Republicans rather quickly and rather drastically, or we're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Attorney General Ken Paxton, we appreciate being here, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day.